Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a thought-provoking topic. What does a free Africa look like? It's a question that resonates deeply, not just within the continent, but across the globe. We're talking about a holistic vision, a continent vibrant with opportunity, brimming with innovation, and truly in charge of its own destiny. Imagine an Africa where the narrative is written by Africans, and for the world to see in its full, unedited glory. Stay with us till the end and let us know if you agree with the points we'll discuss. So, grab your metaphorical notepads, open your minds, and let's explore this together. Let's talk about economic growth and development. It's not just about GDP figures that look great on PowerPoint presentations. It's about food on the table for everyone, an economy that works for the people, from Marrakesh to Nairobi and Lagos, creating sustainable industries that don't just extract resources, African nations as powerful players, setting their own terms, investing in innovation, supporting local entrepreneurs, running a small business with challenging logistics. That's resilience, providing infrastructure for businesses to flourish. Fair trade practices are crucial. The continent's wealth should benefit its own people. Imagine ordering an expensive meal and getting only crumbs. Next on our list, and this one is literally foundational, is improved infrastructure. You see, you can have the most brilliant ideas, the most talented people, but if you can't connect them, if you can't move goods or deliver services efficiently, it's like having a Ferrari with no roads to drive it on. Or, more accurately for some places, a Ferrari you have to carry on your back over a potholed track. Improved infrastructure is the lifeblood of a thriving continent, the essential framework upon which everything else is built. We're talking about modern, reliable road networks that connect rural villages to urban centers, ensuring that farmers can get their produce to market before it spoils, and that children can get to school safely and quickly. Imagine the economic boom when a region previously isolated suddenly becomes accessible. It's not just about tarmac, it's about opportunity unfolding with every kilometer. And it's not just roads, but also railways. Efficient rail systems that can move bulk goods across vast distances, fostering intracontinental trade like never before. Then there's the energy grid. Oh, the energy grid. For many, reliable electricity is still a dream. All right, let's move on to something incredibly close to my heart, and I believe to the heart of any thriving society, social progress. This is where we talk about the well-being of the people themselves. Because what's the point of a booming economy or shiny new roads if the population isn't healthy, educated, and empowered? It'd be like having a state-of-the-art kitchen, but only knowing how to make toast. You need the skills and the health to enjoy the feast. First and foremost, increased access to quality education. And I emphasize, it's not just about getting kids into classrooms. It's about what happens inside those classrooms. It's about curricula that are relevant, that inspire critical thinking, that equip young Africans with the skills needed for the jobs of tomorrow, not yesterday. This includes a focus on STEM, yes, but also on arts, humanities, and civic education. An educated populace is an empowered populace, less susceptible to misinformation and more capable of shaping their own destinies. Alongside education, healthcare is a fundamental pillar. A free Africa ensures that quality healthcare is not a privilege for the few, but a right for all. This means well-equipped hospitals and clinics, even in remote areas. Now, let's talk about a topic that is absolutely critical, non-negotiable, and frankly, long overdue for its central place in the discussion of a free Africa, the empowerment of women. It's often said that if you educate a man, you educate an individual, but if you educate a woman, you educate a nation. And I think that barely scratches the surface. Empowering women isn't just a nice thing to do. It's a fundamental requirement for any society that genuinely wants to achieve its full potential. A free Africa would see women playing a far greater role in decision-making at all levels. We're talking about parliaments, boardrooms, community councils, peace negotiations. Everywhere important decisions are made. For too long, these spaces have been dominated by one perspective. And let's be honest, that hasn't always worked out perfectly, has it? Including women brings diverse perspectives, different priorities, and often more collaborative and sustainable solutions. It's not about replacing men. It's about partnership and equality. All right, let's dive into a big one, a really big one. Strengthened governance. Now, this might sound a bit dry, a bit like homework, but trust me, it's the operating system for the entire continent. If your operating system is buggy, full of viruses and crashes all the time, it doesn't matter how fancy your hardware is. Nothing works properly. Good governance, transparency, and accountability are absolutely essential for a free Africa, ensuring fair laws and a just society for everyone. So, what does good governance actually look like on the ground? It means institutions that work for the people, not for the powerful few. It means public servants who actually serve the public efficiently and without demanding a little something extra to do their jobs. It means a judiciary that is independent and impartial, where justice isn't for sale to the highest bidder. It's about creating systems that are robust, predictable, and fair, so people can plan their lives and businesses with confidence. Transparency is a key ingredient here. Imagine trying to bake a cake, but the recipe is secret, and you're not allowed to see what ingredients are going in. Now, let's shift gears a bit and talk about something that gives Africa its unique vibrancy, its soul, the preservation of cultural heritage. In a world that's becoming increasingly homogenized, where you can find the same chain stores and the same pop songs in almost every corner of the globe, protecting and celebrating the incredible diversity of African cultures is more important than ever. A free Africa isn't just about economic or political freedom. It's also about the freedom to be authentically, wonderfully African. This means actively supporting traditional languages. Africa is home to thousands of languages, each a unique repository of history, knowledge, and worldview. When a language dies, a whole universe of understanding dies with it. So, promoting multilingual education, supporting literature and media in indigenous languages, and simply encouraging people to speak and cherish their mother tongues is vital. It's about ensuring These linguistic treasures are passed on to future generations, not lost to the sands of time. Then there are the arts, music, dance, sculpture, storytelling, textiles. Africa's incredible wildlife and stunning landscapes capture the world's imagination. Protecting endangered species is essential for a sustainable environment. It's about preserving the intricate web of life that sustains the continent. Africa's wilderness areas are teeming with unparalleled biodiversity. These ecosystems provide essential services like clean air and water. A free Africa values its natural heritage for future generations. This means robust anti-poaching efforts and community conservation. Locals are empowered as custodians, benefiting from ecotourism and sustainable management. When communities see wildlife as an asset, they become its passionate defenders. Okay, let's zoom out a little from individual nations and look at the bigger picture, regional cooperation. You know, there's that old proverb, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. For Africa to truly achieve its potential and secure lasting freedom, stronger cooperation among its nations is absolutely key. It's about breaking down old barriers and building new bridges, fostering peace, security, and economic integration across the continent. Think about the sheer power of a more united African bloc. We're talking about a market of over 1 billion people, a youthful and dynamic population, and immense natural resources. When African countries work together, they have a much stronger voice on the global stage, whether it's negotiating trade deals, addressing climate change, or advocating for international reforms. Divided, they can be played off against each other. United, they are a force to be reckoned with. Regional cooperation is vital for promoting peace and security. Respect for human rights is the cornerstone of any free society. It's about the inherent dignity and worth of every individual. Fundamental rights ensure a just and equitable society. These include the right to life, liberty, and security, freedom of thought, conscience, and religion, freedom of expression, and peaceful assembly. These are inherent rights, not state-granted privileges. In a free Africa, these rights are actively protected. Let's talk about robust democratic participation. A free Africa is one where citizens actively shape their future. This means free and fair elections and a culture of civic engagement. Elections must be transparent and credible. Citizens should engage with leaders and contribute to policy making. So, we've journeyed through 10 crucial aspects of what a truly free Africa could look like, from economies that empower everyone to governance that serves the people, and a celebration of the rich cultural and natural heritage. It's a big vision, a complex tapestry woven with threads of aspiration, hard work, and an unshakable belief in the continent's potential. It's clear that freedom isn't just a single event, but an ongoing process of building, nurturing, and protecting. Now let's talk about what the people of Africa want for themselves. Based on these discussions and broader aspirations, here are 16 things they desire for a truly free and united continent. 1. Thriving, inclusive local economies. 2. Fair global trade and investment partnerships. 3. modern, reliable, and accessible infrastructure. 4. Universal access to quality education. 5. Comprehensive and affordable healthcare for all.